Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World Weather. Clicked on to long range weather forecast discussion for January 31st to February 12th. Well, I think the long awaited change is coming. It's just slightly delayed again. But this is this current stratospheric warming that'll be occurring, and that'll come like probably next week. We'll start feeling the effects. And we're feeling the effects here in the east. Right now, from the second stratospheric warming that occurred with the cold cyclonic flow and lake effect snow and snow flurries. The effects will be a negative AO, which I don't have the graphic up for that, and a positive PNA. And this should result in the configuration favoring cold in the east that has been almost absent so far this winter. The flow is forecast to feature got to get to the map. Will feature a it'll end up with a ridge over Alaska, a trough over the eastern Pacific, and a ridge over the Rockies, and a trough in the east. So this is GFS, and I go through each day. You start seeing the ridge building across Alaska, and now we're at the 4th, and you see our trough here, ridge, trough here. Here's the upper low over northern Canada, or northeast Canada, you want to say. This is GFS, and then I go through each day, see a little change in overall circulation. A Pacific system will approach the west during the period mid to late week, and will bring a return of heavy precipitation to Northern California and the Northwest. Some of this moisture could reach the Great Lakes, the Plains, and the Mississippi Valley. Into the Great Basin and into the Great Lakes. Areas of the Great Lakes and the Northeast may also see some precipitation, and a boundary from the southern plains to the Mississippi Valley may see precipitation due to a slow frontal boundary, and the southern U.S. will experience above normal temperatures. Now for the period from February 3rd to the 7th. Here we are at the 4th. Still have our ridge, trough configuration across the nation. Little changes expected. And I'm going to go to the 7th. And again, we have a fairly strong ridge here over the Bering Sea, Siberia, and Alaska. Excuse me. And then we look at each of the models, and you see again there's very little change. A little bit of a split flow here across the Northeast Pacific, but little overall change is expected. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting below normal temperatures here and here, and I'm expecting anomalies of 2 to 6 degrees below normal, above normal temperatures forecast for this region, with anomalies of 2 to 8 degrees above normal. And for precipitation, I'm forecasting above normal precipitation for Northern California and Northwest, and also for the Mid-Atlantic, the Ohio-Tennessee Valley, into the Middle Mississippi Valley and surrounding areas will also have above normal precipitation, and below normal precipitation is forecast for the Southern Rockies. Now I'll look at the period for February 8th to the 12th. Here we are at the 8th. Now the pattern is forecast to be a little more amplified. You can see here, this is GFS again. Fairly strong ridge here. We also have a ridge here near Siberia. But we have positive height anomalies here. And during this time, the PNA is positive, NAO is negative. And then we look at the rest of the models. The Canadian kind of spreads the above normal heights here with a weaker flow, but still hangs on to the ridge trough configuration. And then I go to the end of the period. We don't see much of a change in the overall circulation. except for maybe here you can see here compared to the other models, the trough is kind of broadened out here, covering the Great Lakes and the Northeast. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting below normal temperatures here, and I'm expecting anomalies again to be 2 to 6 degrees below normal. Above normal temperatures are forecast here, with anomalies of 2 to 8 degrees above normal. And for precipitation, still calling for above normal precipitation for Northern California, Northwest Northern Rockies, and for the Southeast Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast. And I have below normal precipitation for the Southwest. So that is a long-range weather forecast discussion for January 31st through February 12th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munlin's World of Weather, and have a good day.